Well, good evening. How are you faring at the end of the first day in the new season of lockdown in England? Lockdown 3. Sequels get a bit wearisome, don't they, after a while? with any with any series, and I think we began to tire of ours pretty early on. But here we are, and I trust all is well in your household. I've had a good day, a productive day at my desk. Principally, but I did get out early this morning and had a short walk up to Devil's Den, scene of various going to grounds over the months. I think one of the reasons I love to get outside at least once a day is that it reminds one of the difference of each day, and it allows for the possibility of experiencing something new. Literally, obviously, a change of scene, a change of sensory experience, and nature being ever changing is and the sky is always different. Reminds us of the freshness. I think weariness comes with dull predictability and repetition. We like repetition in our day. We like rhythm and routine, but not too much. And some people have parodied over the years, of course, parodied the Christian idea of eternity as being utterly unattractive, for apparently meaning just one thing after another, on and on and on. Whereas in the biblical portrayal, at least, as one of my old college tutors described it, the idea of heaven is more and more, not on and on, because of course that just the endless cycle is a pagan idea rather than a Christian one. Eternity is an unfolding, a growth, a much more refreshing than the weariness of being doomed to repetition and revisiting constantly. But even within the repetition of the seasons, of course, as I say, there are intimations of eternity, I believe, because of the myriad possibilities and the subtle changes that we experience in nature. So do get time outside and change your scene, as I'm sure you do. And with that in mind, I just thought I'd read to you a little bit from Richard Jefferies, who we've spoken about once or twice, and last week I mentioned him to you. Delightful piece. I say delightful, it's very powerful, really, and moving. It's the last thing he ever wrote with his own hand. A consumptive, as it would have been described then, in the 1870s, I think, or early 1880s, and himself merely barely 40, if that. He declined quickly, but in his last essay, he wrote about the freshness of nature and the way that things are constantly different. And I thought that might just reinforce that idea that we're considering tonight. So this is from his a last collection of essays called Field and Hedgerow. You never know what a day may bring forth, what new thing will come next. You never know what will come to the net of the eye next, a bud, a flower, a nest, a curled fern, or whether it will be in the woodland or by the meadow path or at the water's side. There is no settled succession, no formal and fixed order, always the unexpected in nature. And you cannot say, I will go and find this or that. The sowing of life is not set straight not in the set straight line of the drill, nor shall you find wild flowers by a foot measure. There are great woods without a lily of the valley. The nightingale does not sing everywhere. Nature has no arrangement, no plan, nothing judicious even. Even the walnut trees bring forth their tender buds, and the frost burns them. They have no mosaic of time to fit into, like a Roman tessellated pavement. Nature's like a child who will sing and shout, though you may be never so deeply pondering in the study, and does not wait for the hour that suits your mind. You do not know what you may find each day. Perhaps you may only pick up a fallen feather, but it is beautiful, every filament, always beautiful, everything beautiful. And are these things new? The ploughman and his team, the lark's song, the green leaf, can they be new? Surely they have been of old time. They are indeed new, the only things that are so. The rest is old and grey and a weariness. It's a beautiful conclusion to the essay, and as I say, the last words he wrote with his own hand, Richard Jefferies. Everything is new in with the succeeding days, even though the scene may appear familiar and wearily so at times. But may you find freshness and difference and novelty and surprise in the day that dawns tomorrow. God bless you as you go to ground.